Before the noise, before the sound, there was a pulse all around. Ancient codes within the light, calling every soul tonight. Sirius shines in blue and red, ancient wisdom softly spread. Cosmic water, sacred flame, every star recalls your name. July 4th, the gateway wide, infinite currents now collide. Eightfold spiral, sacred sky, bridge of stars where souls now fly. In the stillness, something grows, ancient memory starts to flow. Can you feel the mother call? First light rises through us all. Ayo, aroha, red in my name, now to glow in sacred.
Nau mai, haere mai te whānau. Welcome to the Wednesday Night Wisdom Circle. So great to have you with us. It is definitely pretty cool in the house. Oh, we got really low temperatures, and that's why I'm all rugged up, looking a little bit like Siberian. But yeah, it's so great to be here. Today's the 1st of July. We're in a new season. We've got some codes coming in, big codes coming in, ready for the Sirius doorway. So welcome everybody, beloved shining ones. So great to have you here in the house with us. Nau mai, haere mai. And on behalf of all of the Galactic Grandmothers of Mu, myself, Te Raukura Turuki and Anhara, we'd love to welcome you here. And all of the Mu movement who are here, which there are many of you, so it's so great to have you with us. So we also want to thank those that are watching the replay, that are watching this, and just going to light some candle for us, put a bit of light into the flow, and we're also here to bring in some ahi ka, some sacred fire, just to clear the space, to clear our energetic fields before we really get into this transmission tonight. So cleansing our fields above us, below us, before us and behind us, within us and without us. And if you do have any Palo Santo or sage or anything, it's nice just to be able to follow the thread of this. Oh, I love that smell. Just brings back memory of Mu, actually. So, oh, we've got a few more whānau coming in. Excellent. Admit all. Oh, well, welcome, Anaza. And welcome to all our new whānau who've just come in. And welcome 0000. Someone's into 0 pointing. Oh, and Jenny, kia ora, sister. Welcome, honey. So great to have you all here. Oh, yes. Okay, well, let us just open the space properly. And yeah, well, thank you all for showing up for yourselves for starters, because that's actually the key right here. Oh, okay, you can only stay on for 20 minutes. That's fine, sister. You can watch the replay. It's great to have you here because you probably start work in a minute, right? But lovely to have you here. What a gift it is for us to feel your energy all the way from Ireland to Aotearoa, that beautiful Mu grid really activating between our two nations. And yeah, your Modi is the gift. So thank you for being here tonight. Be sure to like, share, and send us some love if you like what you're hearing. Be sure to do your reactions button because it's there for that. And also, if you would like to comment on anything, or if you've got anything additional to share, perhaps you could pop it in the comments box or even put your hand up, because if you do put your hand up, then we can register that and open the space for you to share, because that's what this is also about. Or if you just feel like receiving and kicking back and having the transmission flood through you, then that's all good as well. Yeah, so we absolutely love hearing from our community. So please be sure to connect in deeper ways. Oh, no problem, Jenny. You can, yeah, all good, sister. So just going to do a little opening karakia. Te kotahitanga o te mū e te wairua tapu. Haere mai kakahitia mātou i tō aroha. Whakakotahiti ana iwi katoa. E raro i te rangi kotahi. Ka hoki te oranga katoa te rongo ko te hā o te mū. I manawatia. Te turu whakamawa ki a tīna. Haumi e, hui e, tā iki e. O Sacred Spirit, come cloak us in your love. Unite all tribes as one, beneath the one sky. Let healing return, let peace settle, let the sacred breath of Mu be embraced. It is fixed, it is bound, as we join together as one. Kia ora. So, beautiful sister Anhara, how are you traveling? And it'd be nice to start. There's a bit of a theme tonight around Sirius, perihelion. Well, it's Apehelion. It's not perihelion. And Matariki and a few other things and lovely surprises. So, yeah, it'd be great to hear from you, sister. Oh, we've got Piwaka Waka.
Oh my
Kia
gosh.
ora.
So
Hey.
cool. Kia ora. Oh wow. Actually, that's really funny. She's rocked up because another Piwaka Waka card come out this afternoon. And so yeah, Piwaka Waka's in the house. Loving it. Loving
Well,
it.
at least I think it's Piwaka Waka.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't
Okay,
get the...
well,
Yeah, anyway.
it's quite funny because I was actually going to open with something that she said. So she's a galactic grandmother of Mu, and she said, will you give yourself the permission to experience yourself? Because that's really what a lot of her mahi is about, is actually enjoying herself, enjoying her daily. And she enjoys us, looking at us enjoy our daily as well. And so I really felt into that. And it's quite interesting because Shirley and myself are projectors in the human design. So I don't know what everyone else in the room, if they know their human design and how they rock and roll with that. So we like, we're ancient really. And we bring this ancient projector wisdom forward. But so with that in mind and what she said about that, I wanted to talk about Moon New Earth and owning our divine identity, being us. So you are not uncloaking what was never separate. Love that. Your divine identity was never separate. It's the original current beneath all roles and masks and inherited stories. You are not a shape. You are a living weave of earth and star, bone and breath. Every distortion you carried was only a temporary veil. Embodiment is the sacred return. Stop negotiating with what you are not. Love that. We've got to stop that shit, right? Don't negotiate with it at all. The quiet collapse of every fake identity that asks you to shrink. It's quite funny at our coffee group today, we were talking about our archetypes and how the archetypes are actually an unhealed aspect of us. And so, you know, we can grow our archetypes up. And from the wounded healer, you know, to the healed healer. So in that collapse, something else arises that's very, very ancient. So we're looking at full moon in Capricorn. You're a little Capricorn there, Te Raukura, eh? And so what I sort of tuned into was a life more aligned to who I am, our true essence, aligned identity, not through masculine force, but follow our innocent spontaneity. I love that. Spiritual attunement, childlike essence allows the joy and the magnificence of creation to happen. Your true essence opens up the skies. We don't strive, we resonate. I love that. We don't need permission to exist. Awesome. We dream and it simply arrives. And I've been seeing that because what I've been doing for 10 days, 88 affirmations a day. And it's like, what the hell? I can't even believe I'm doing it. And I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but it's been a bit of a, you know, a bit of a challenge. But I crack it out, I crank it every day and I actually make it happen. And already quite a lot of those things are happening. This is the power of the written word, right? And if you say it, you know, the voice as well, then that really amplifies it, okay? But I wrote a song just for now, and it's a bit corny, so bear with me. So, because we know tribe vibes create oxytocin. This is really important. You've spoken about it before, Te Raukura. So here it goes. You can have a bit of a laugh about it. Tribe is medicine, self-medicated, illuminated. Tribe is medicine, self-medicated, activated. Tribe is medicine, self-medicated, elevated. Tribe is medicine, self-medicated, rejuvenated. Self is medicine, self-medicated, heart collaborated. Tribe is medicine, self-medicated, soul dedicated. Yeah, that's us. And so with the kōrero with Shirley Alley, I was Piwaka Waka. I was thinking of some, because she's quite a good projector. She came up with, like, she likes to brand things in a way. So a few signatures that we could use. So know yourself, know your roles again. Intergalactic Voyager, love that. Love 000. I actually have a kōrero about that. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow when you interview me. That's going to be a giggle.
Yes.
It's a thing. It's a thing. Cosmic Wisdom Keeper, Galactic Wisdom Weaver, Interstellar Bridge Walker, Celestial Pathfinder, Cosmic Way Shower, Universal Frequency Weaver. Our new occupations, we're changing it now. We're New Earth, Voyager Between Worlds, Keeper of Earth's Living Libraries, an Earth Voyager, Oracle of the Living Light, Keeper of Ancient Ways, Divine Blueprint Guardian, Harmonic Wisdom Weaver, Cosmic Story Weaver, Ancient Future Keeper, Voice of the Living Cosmos. Love it. Moo Movement, Ancient Wisdom for New Earth. Just putting down the rako for now.
Oh, kia ora, sister. Sorry, I've just got to change my location of my computer because it wasn't in a very good spot, and I was having to be a bit of a contortionist. Let me just quickly make sure that we can maintain our time here because, yeah, I've just got to quickly do a little tweak here. Oh, and it's so great seeing everybody's human designs. Yeah, I'm just looking at all the chats now and just following up with a couple of things. Where are we? We've got Oh, wow. We've got Jackie, a manifesting generator, and Ciella's a generator. Kate's a generator. Uh, what else have we got here? Gosh, that slipped. Sorry. And Lauren, manifesting generator. Anaza, Sally is a projector. And Jackie, yellow resonant warrior, starseed. And yeah, we've got the human design part too. And then a few Capricorns in the house as well, which is great to see. So I know Lauren's a Capricorn, like myself. And Mahire Kari, I'll be letting you know what you are, honey, that projector. You might be a projector. Yeah, but I'll be doing your Moo soul map very shortly. And that's got a lot of details in there, so I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. And Susie's a Capricorn, yay. And so is Ciela. Yep, it's definitely a big Cappy energy this week. This is our God Seed day, or it's our final day of the God Seed. It started a couple of days ago. Yesterday was the peak of it, and today's our final day. And so, yeah, very exciting time. So thank you everybody for sharing who you are and just, doing a little bit more revelation, a little bit revealing of yourself. And Maggie, manifester, heretical investigator. Oh yeah, you'd be good at researching all the different things, all the different spiritual essences. So yeah, wonderful, whānau. So we have a little bit of coding coming in from First Light, and Sirius is in the house, and Matariki is in the house. But before we move on to Matariki, I want to speak about the Apehelion, which was the July the 4th, which is also Independence Day, and how that's so significant for First Light and actually just the light in general, because that aligns to our spiritual mother sun. And before the spiritual mother sun, we have to literally go through the Matariki sun. So the Matariki sun is our central sun, and Hinetakarua, or Sirius, is our great central sun. So it's an alignment of the suns that we're seeing, feeling, and knowing right now. And the Apehelion is the furthest away. So it's actually kind of it's done a slingshot from the time that we had the perihelion, which was on the 1st of January. So 1st of January, 1st of July, we've got kind of extremes that take place on the planet. And yeah, so it's quite significant with the planet Sirius, and that's why Te Kooti was also brought through on that alignment, because Te Kooti's birthday is the 1st of January, bit like Lauren. So there's an alignment that's taking place there with some whānau who feel a deeper connection to this work. And yeah, it also goes through till about the 7th. So there's that timing and that energy wave that it stays inside for around about a week. And of course, it's not an ordinary event. It's a cosmic breath. It's a big alignment that takes place within us, as well as our sun increases on the inside as we go into, for us down under here, we go into a really kind of like deep time when we're needing a lot of light, because we're in the shortest days, we get very little light. So it's time to go inwards and really start to bring that light in from the inside. And us Cappies at this time, wow, we've been getting our God seed activated. So we're definitely creating that milk and honey from the inside, doing a bit of alchemy at the moment with that. But something's really big that's pulsing in the field. And I'm also celebrating my moko's 8th birthday. So we're getting 8 cycles around the sun for him. It's like an infinity frequency that's come in, and I was there for his birth. I was the first one to really witness him. He looked at me directly as he was exiting the birth canal, and I was like love at first sight. And I'm feeling that infinite spiral happening with him, and he managed to call me today, which I was so delighted for. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to having a deeper connection. It feels like a bridge between worlds as well, with the generational thing happening. But for many of us, there's this spiritual gateway of Sirius is quite big. It's played a big part in our role here as moo keepers and keepers of first light, because it's also the work that Auntie Rose has been doing for a very long time. She always talked about being from Sirius, and when she was living on Sirius, she knew the future. And basically, she's, like her life experience here on this planet was sharing what she knew was going to happen. So the Te Wheke wisdom, the tentacular time, all the stuff we've been alluding to and that we've been working with, it's all part of that, all that part of that knowing. And even the Rā Ngāti Rā, she predicted all of that happening. It is a first light rainbow prophecy. Of course, we've been asked to step forward and be a part of that. And she's literally a godsend, yeah. That's it. And so Sirius is so much more than a star. It's also what helps us stay enlightened. When it's blue, like it is at the moment, it's because we are still arriving to our enlightenment. And it changes when humanity is enlightened, once it's fully remembers who it is, who they are, it turns red. So, yeah, we will one day, hopefully in our lifetime, be able to see that change colour. And it's like the luminous keeper of remembrance. It's carrying the codex of who we're aspiring to be. And those are the original codes that she's bringing through, the red pill and the blue pill. Absolutely, sister. I think that must be where it comes from as well. And yeah, we are also carrying those signals. So the sacred initiatrix of divine intelligence is through Sirius. And it's believed that Sirius and our sun here, Ra, Tamanui Te Ra, is a binary star system, and they're both linked together, which is a holy union of stellar consciousness. And it's a binary architecture which mirrors our own journey. So it's always been about consciousness, and it's teaching us how to embody our consciousness more deeply. Sirius is a gateway that offers like the first initiatory rites from what we're willing to receive. And, that's why Egypt's so important, the rites of passage that people went uh, through the Egyptian rituals. They taught us how to release fear. They taught us how to go deeper within ourselves and work with the psyche and, that psycho-spiritual aspect of our soul. And for us to travel like interdimensionally through the astral bodies and go to those deeper places and initiate through those rites of passage. And it's a calling back as well of the original signal through the whales and the dolphins, which are all from Sirius. So they're here as reminders for us through the sonar currencies around what we're here to continue to call. You know, they're summoning us all the time and helping us to open up even more. And so, yeah, this 4th of July, the Independence Day, is way beyond history. It's like it's also, you know, beyond nationhood. It's a deeper initiation about our freedom as well. Like, what are we prepared to free within ourselves? It's the inner liberation. It's the liberation of our soul sovereignty, and also freedom from fear, distortion, illusion. And the illusion is really, you know, it's not our imagination. That's real. That stuff is real. The biggest illusion is believing the psyop that's happening out there. The, you know, the things that keep us dense, that crash our dreams, that's the illusion. We're the ones dreaming in the new, and that's the reality field. That's the real-time dream time. And so all the rest of it's just unconscious programming. So yeah, this Sirius gateway really calls us in, it invites us in to a new level of vibration. So it invites you to ask that question within yourself. What are you vibrating to right now? What are you seeking? You know, what truth are you seeking outside of yourself? What validation are you needing outside of yourself? And this, you know, this is a divine time to really shine and take your life by the reins and really start to write it properly, proper way, and right relationship. So yeah, it's about protecting your frequency now. Sorry, just have to look at that question. There's a lot of questions. Okay, so here we've got a question. T, would you say that as we integrate our binary system, we are returning home to fully conscious interdimensional race? And yes, and the basket formation of asteroids, Makis, Sedna, Eris, etc., that's coming in alignment around the 14 July would indicate this, because that they are all coming in at 4 degrees, and Earth is the 4 pillars of our three-dimensional plane. Kia ora. Yeah, thank you, sister. Absolutely. And maki is really key right now, especially in Aotearoa, because it is certainly a higher dimension of our experience right now. And all of those outer Kuiper Belt planets are really key, including Haumea, who's, you know, the higher octave of our experience here in Lemuria. So the 14th, yeah, so this month opens itself up to the ancient Hene Takarua portal. We've also got the Matariki doorway opening up. But I've spoken enough right now, and I think I'll hand it over to Anhara. You can carry on, sister, and I'll come back to you about Matariki very shortly. And
yeah, oh, sorry, what was that?
no, I just wanted to thank Jackie for her comments. Yeah, kia ora.
Yeah, kia ora, Jackie. Actually, the asteroids are really, really important. So I've got a friend who's an astrologer, and I've been learning a lot about them, and they really play a significant part in our charts, but they're kind of uncharted for a lot of people, don't even know about them. We can talk about that another night, but yeah, so Spirit wanted me to like bring in the Pleiadian energy, and I can remember just all of a sudden staying at a friend's for the night, and I started talking about the Pleiades and the Pleiades star system, all of that. And oh yeah, okay. Anyways, Cassandra's one of them, eh? Cassandra is an asteroid. That's quite interesting. I learned a bit about that. It's in my chart. But yeah, it's quite in depth. But anyway, so I was sitting there and I started talking about the Pleiades, and then I started, I said, oh no, I'm going to go to bed now. So I walked up the stairs. She lives on a hill, and I went to shut the curtains at the top level, and boom, the Pleiades were right outside the window. And I'm like, what the hell, right? Because, I'd just been kind of channeling them. And there they were. And it really started a big journey of all of a sudden I could feel them. I could feel them. And I think Sister Carmel actually talks about this Te Raukara, is actually having a kōrero with these stars. If they come into your sphere of intelligence. So just like Jupiter and Venus are really much in my chart, having a kōrero with them. But anyway, okay, so do you have, whānau, soul memory, dreams, or have had sort of activated meditations or been visited by the Pleiadian whānau? That's a good question. So I'm just going to go into a little bit of traits about that. They are powerful healers. I feel like a lot of the whānau here have Pleiadian starseed bloodlines, right? And they're 440 light years from Earth. And they're very empathetic, highly intuitive, good with animals, known as great communicators, sounds like you, Te Raukara, connected to the elementals, nature and crystals. And don't forget to put your crystals out too in the full moon energy. Pleiadians are multi-dimensional beings. Hell yeah, totally. Existing in the 3rd to 9th dimension. So Alcyon in the Pleiades is the actual central sun. I work a lot with that in the Golden Central Channel and the Tinana. And I work a lot with Sirius, the greater central sun, which actually Te Raukara and I and Dr. Rangimarie are Sirians. We actually, although, I come through a lot of black holes to be here, but yeah, basically we are Sirians. So I feel like the Sirians put down the new programs and they changed this. We're like program busters, really, in lots of ways, right? So the Pleiades, they reside in Taurus constellation near the red giant Aldebaran. And the Pleiadian mission is to assist humanity with spiritual transformation. They are soul healers and have some type of soul mission. And I feel like I really have always known my soul mission, and actually drives me on my soul mission. It's like this invisible thing that keeps pushing me to move forward and keep moving towards that vision. So they will help souls incarnate to help humanity in this time of awakening, specifically to help them to remember who they are. That's basically what we do. And many of the others that are here, I'm sure. And so we work with other star nations. So on the Pleiades, we would go as through the Galactic Federation, call it what you want, would go there to study, to relax, and to go in these healing chambers, like the crystal healing chambers and all of that. So the Pleiades is an ancestral star lineage and high frequency soul group. They are shifting collective awareness, and hail to the Pleiadians. the Pleiadian star whānau. So just going in a little bit more, that little bit of Greek mythology. So the Pleiades were daughters of Titan Atlas and the sea nymph Pleione, Maya, Electra, Tagate, probably not saying it, Alcyone, Kalaino, Sterope, Merope. The hunter, Orion, pursued them around the heavens. Pew! To protect them, Zeus transformed them into stars. Orion still follows them across the night sky, which is why the constellation Orion appears close to the Pleiades. So the Matariki, the Maori calendar, marks the beginning of the Maori New Year. It's about the 10th of July, Te Raukara, for the public holiday. So we remember those who passed on, that in their wairua spirit bodies, celebrating the present, plant intentions for the future, and honour the relationship between people, land, sky, and ancestors. But we do that every day because nothing is disconnected. We are in oneness with everything, our light body, physical body, the stars, all of it. It's not in separation, not any of it. We're in the now with it all, right here, right now, having a big kōrero. That's it, Pareanarako.
Oh, kia ora, beautiful. Yes, well, I'm so happy that you talked about the Pleiades and the name and the Seven Sisters, and we've also realized that there's actually nine, not just seven, even though and historically it's known as the Seven Sisters. I guess the others could be grandmothers or mothers, not necessarily sisters. So yeah, I've been working with Matariki for well, I could feel her coming in really strongly recently, and just some new energies that have come to my awareness is around the Matariki, the zero pointing that's happening as she comes in. So it's unusual to have her so late in the season, but it's perfectly in alignment with the seasons and everything kind of being slightly out of whack. I'm sure most of us realize that it was a late season for a lot of things. So it's like even the fruiting was late, and there was lots of things that happened that were very different this year. And so she comes in on the 0 point magnetics. She's come in on this open doorway of the twins through Gemini, and there's different alignments happening with the Huna calendars and the various different calendars, and that's known by different names. It's known as, it's split between two, more twos. So we've got the Kopu Nui and the Kaka. Is it the Kaka? Yeah, the spirit, the sweet talking bird, whatever they call it, the special talking bird. So yeah, this is a timeline of huge potential. Like, it's the womb tree, it's the birthing seed, it's the divine child. The divine child is coming through the womb of the mother. That Matariki san is the Alcyone. It's known as Alcyone as well. So it is the central sun. And it's pretty significant in our mythologies and everything. Our ancestors believe they came through Matariki, and on the Great Waka. They came through the Kuro Waka, and yeah, there's a lot of lineage there that's part of this 22 star nations that we whakapapa to. And I feel very connected to Pleiades or Matariki because of that. And there are other stars that are associated with that. So yeah, we've got the alignment of all of the suns, the Matariki, the Sirius behind it. And the first one that comes through that we acknowledge is Pahutukawa, which is a honouring of the dearly departed, those who have actually transitioned over the year. But I feel it's more than that. That's what that's what's been shared publicly, but it's all the ones that are dearly departed from our life, including the death of our old self. So we're also bringing to death. Jenny, do you know much about the Matariki alignment?
No, I just wrote in the chat there. I've never felt that the departure, which is because we're rediscovering this, we had the language stripped off us, that the knowledge keepers were silenced. There's legislation around all of that and punished. So we're in a rediscovery right now. And that's why I love hanging out with you here, because we're just going with it. And I intuit, like yourself, when you said it's not just humans that have departed, I felt it's not just of the last 12 months. There's always things to shed, so yeah. And it's great to have this time of the year where typically we'd all be around the fire. I'm sitting in front of the fire. I can't help it. I've gone native. Yeah, but that's the next month this month, starting this month, the Maori calendar month, literally means your knees are ashen because you're kneeling around the fire. And I was given a more descriptive, it's the time for lovemaking. And this is someone that was as in around the fire, and that's how you get your knees grubby. And that was from a traditional knowledge keeper at a Wainanga with different age people there. So, bit by bit, just we'll breathe into that. How's that? So, yeah, and around the tamariri, the waka tamariri, which tips over and all the departed souls fall out. So if you can go online and follow that story mainly with Jack Thatcher. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's you can find this knowledge, but my belief of why we're here together is to just intuit more.
Yeah, kia ora.
Thank you.
It's more of a feeling frequency now, isn't it? It's not so much learnt and what we've been told by others. Mahire Kari, would love to hear your sharing.
How do you lower your hand? Okay.
Oh, I'll do
There we go.
Okay, yeah.
So I love this conversation. This is where we're at. So a lot of what everybody's sharing is so accurate. And I worked with Mauta, and so we worked with the Lumurian systems and the Motu Grid directly, and the Stargate systems that guarantee the children of light, the children of heaven. I believe you speak of it as the Ra Natira, with the Lemurian Stargate systems. And right now, the 29th, 30th, and 31st are part of what is known as Maita, first light in first stone. First stone being ice, is what forming the crystal. So at this point where we're moving through flashpoints in our system, I actually wrote some of this down, which is like the polishing of our headlights, especially after procession and precession cycles of the moon, which we call the enter and the return. These are cycles where souls that have physically transitioned out or are incoming, we go out and do sacred ceremony to guarantee to carry them fractals and work in the formless and in the form through the infinite fractal, and take them where they wish to go according to their free will, and to guarantee this in ceremony, in the waters, in the land. If they want to be in the sand, it could be anything. So this is where the Matariki or the Pleiades would come in, and the nine stars versus the 7. Each one of them represents a part of the 9 senses. bringing forth the eternal memory. And so when Matariki again becomes one, then all the senses become one and we become omnipresent again in the consciousness. And this is a collective identity. And so the enter and the return energy. So right now, it feels like we go through cycles. It feels like we go through these spirals when in fact we actually, when you do this work and you take these fractals where they want to go, they'll come back and you'll take them to the light. They'll come back. It's like almost like a washing machine. It's like doing the laundry, but you get more and more fractals to work with, and guarantee when we step up and do this work and assisting these souls feels like a lot of pressure sometimes. So you're working with, it depends on what fractals you're working with. You could be working with anything from sound fractals, source code templating, architects. You could be working with engineers. You could be working with elementals. You could be working with plant nations. It's infinite. The Great Hall of Avatars is literally quite infinite, and it does come through the mapping of the Matariki. And what happens in these cycles is I found out, I was sitting with this the other day and it just hit me, and I knew this. It was just literally confirmed that this is part of the raising of the mother. Now, I don't say this to go against anything masculine at the time. This has something to do with what is called the dance of the whale and the dolphin, which is Sirius A and Sirius B, which is Heamotu, which is actually the January energy. It is reflected in this upcoming month of the Kaka, which is the special talking bird, the one of super intelligence. It has to do with the brotherhoods and sisterhoods of light. Personally, I've had the brotherhoods and the sisterhoods of the dove come in to work with the sun codes and energies, to work with in council. That is the Sirius A alignment. There's a reflection in the hemispheres and where they're sitting at. And so Sirius B would be, that is called Kahu, the whale's gate. And I believe that is the Cygnus constellation, and it is also the true Lion's Gate, energy gate, and Stargate. So that's a very powerful alignment with the moment of the Kaka. Then you have the Derehu, or the Dolphin Stargate, which is actually November energy, which I believe is Scorpio. And then the reflection or the complete alignment with that would be the Toroa, or the albatross, who carries the largest wings of peace. So there's a very big energy taking place there. And the reason, one of the main reasons right now with the feminine womb that is being spoken of is the raising of the mother, is for this work to come through with the infinite fractal. We birth these energies through us, and that is part of our embodiment. It is part of our expansion and our soul agreements with whatever fractal star nations beings we're working with within ourselves during our activations. This is where those as healers, those working with soul retrieval energies, it is just so beautiful. So it comes through like what they call the eye of the needle. Now, sometimes we can carry some very potent energy that is a lot of pressure on everybody else around us because we're at that capacity. And so what happens is, because we've worked at that capacity and others around us might not be at a particular capacity, that's when it's called to work with the focus of the eye of the needle. So where we can just become consciously aware of when we're around others. Now, I always just assumed they got what they needed at the time, not realizing that it wasn't about dimming my light. It was about entropy reduction in the field, which is a little bit of order from chaos and not causing harm. And it's actually part of the IEO. And so to focus our dragon energy or focus the energies we're carrying or working with in a smaller portion with those around us, just to make sure we're conscious of that, we can still carry our field. But if we're around a lot of people, I work in a supermarket and I work around a lot of people, and yesterday was quite interesting. And I just was like, what? That's when all this come in. And yeah, it just helps others' nervous systems around us. It helps us work with mastery of the elementals and carrying our carrying our pillars while still having the mindfulness in the density, if we want to speak to it that way. So I just wanted to share some of those alignments. And when we start operating with those future frequencies, the Lemurian operates 6 months ahead of Gregorian. So it is July, but it is the second month in Lemuria. The first month in Lemuria starts in June, according to the rotation of light with the planets and with the earth. And so when we start to think of things that way, it can start taking you out of time a little more, moving from linearity into non-linearity. And we can start to understand a little more about what it's like to operate from the future as we start catching up. And those fractals move with us, and we're the one helping that energy in the field. So I just wanted to share all that, and I didn't mean to just babble, but it was so exciting to me when that came through, and you're all talking about it today. And I
Oh,
just loved it.
well, thank you for that beautiful share. And, like everybody's lens
Yeah.
is valid here because, there's not, people say that that's wrong and this is right. And, this wins the other. Hey, Zena, it's okay. She's having a little corridor over here with me. But everybody, it's this huge layering of energy that happens in the field, and it's so beautiful to have even more emphasis and more lenses coming through to share different fractals of knowledge as well. I was actually just going to share a little bit about the various stars of Matariki. So we have the 9 stars of Matariki, and the main one, of course, is the Mama star. She's the mother star. Her name's Matariki, and everything sort of gathers around her. This is all around wealth, well-being, unity, health. Of course, health is our greatest wealth, and also timelines and time. Then we have Pahutokawa, which is all around that ancestral memory and even the grief that's held in our bodies, and perhaps even, like whoever's passed and crossed over. It helps to strengthen our connection with our ancestors. And that's one of the reasons why this time of year, if we've lost loved ones, it's really good to start tuning into those that we've lost. Some of us have lost some really dear, dear people in our lives. So this is an important season. Tupua Nuku, the earth energy, it's about nourishment. It's food from the soil and, generally connected to the root vegetables and herbs and medicines that we receive, and reminding us of that nourishment and how important it is for us to nourish ourselves and the abundance of what the earth, what Papatunuku grows for us. Tupua Nuku, energy expansion, higher vision, food from the skies, and mana from heaven. And it also connects to the birds, berries, fruits, and foods gathered above the ground. Higher vision, elevated perspective, which I feel is what you were bringing through as well, which is a seventh ray, maybe even higher than seventh ray lens. And then YRT, that's all about fresh water, energy flow, healing, guardianship of fresh waters, and how important that is, and all the living creatures that live within the rivers and the lakes. And also our own river that lives within us, the emotional energy and the flow, the tears, and the wisdom that comes with that. Then we've got Waiata, which is the ocean wisdom, the depth, the movement connected to salt water and all the life that lives within it, including the tohora and the aihi, the dolphin. She carries that deep emotional intelligence as well. And of course, being salt water, it carries memory, whereas freshwater is intelligence, but it doesn't have the capturing of the memory so much, whereas the salt water does. And then Waipunarangi, which is the rain, the cleansing, the blessings that come from the rain, the renewal, and also the star rain, the atmospheric waters. And we've been experiencing a lot of those lately. We've been getting a lot of space weather, and that purification also connected to that emotional release. And so a lot of these star systems are coming in to help us remember the energy that we're all holding as emotional beings. And that's what sets us apart from just, the synthetics, because we can tap into our emotional intelligence and release and communicate through our emotions as well. And then we've got Ururangi, which is the winds, the change of winds, the communication movement of the winds, Tawhirimāti, a guardian of the winds, and the momentum and messages seen from the unseen forces. And then we got Hiwa i te rangi. Hiwa i te rangi, the wishing star, bringing in the hopes, the dreams, the wishes, the visions, the manifestations. She's, a really powerful star for us to tune into this Matariki journey coming up, and carrying with her the faith, the wisdom, and the creation capacity. And then, we've got all those 9 stars, but, the key thing here is what must be honored. This is the question we need to ask ourselves. What must be honored right now in your life? What must be healed? And what must be planted for this new cycle ahead? We're here to plant new seeds of our legacy that we're here to leave. So that is, the message that is here from Matariki, remembering that you're not separate from the stars. You are the stars in living form, and you're a fractal of that star intelligence, and thank you, Maggie, for raising that. And you're also a bridge between heaven and earth. So you're like the in-between of all these dimensions and realms, here to translate it all. Woven of starlight, of memory, of ancestry, and of living light. Of course, we're that just because we are living standing waters. We're also sacred covenants. We've claimed ourselves as living Po. And now it's time to walk forward, fully illuminated. So that's a little bit from me. Over to you, Anhara. Actually, before I pass it over to you, there's a whole lot of things that came in.
Oh
And I
my
think
gosh, good kōrero actually. We're tapping into the living libraries of light. And we're dialing all this information up. It's infinite. And I wanted to sort of bring forward that our body exists in our wairoa, in our spirit, and not the other way around. So a lot of our mahi, I work in the other realm too, mahire kari. And so there's been a few significant things of the other realms, and we did a lot of the workshops in Australia. And one day we were closing down one of the workshops, and we were needing to do karakia, and I sort of looked over, and there was an Indigenous Aborigine elder, dressed in all his garb and with all these youths. I'm like, what the hell? So like they had all rocked up, right? And I was thinking, what do they want? What do they want? And next minute they started coming towards me. And I'm like, oh, wait, what's going on? And they went in through my shoulders and then went out and up and left. So they were actually, caught in some timeline, some kind of stuck in a timeline. And that's when I really realized that we are the portals, that we hold, we're like these batteries where they can come and move off and go back wherever they want to go. And the infinite potentials, and the infiniteness of who we be. And so that's happened lots of times to me, rocked up to sacred sites. And next minute I've got beings standing there, all the different kinds of being from all different cultures, light beings and all of that. I'm thinking, what the hell? What do they want? So I have to telepathically, this is very Lemurian, telepathically ask them, what do they want me to do? And they've always got a job for us. But one thing I did want to have a cordial about is we trained, Te Raukura and I trained in something called the Holy Womb Chakra. And that is actually a chakra that a lot of the gurus use to manifest things out of the other dimensions. So they put their hands through the other dimensions and they call in anything they want. Basically, it's like Pandora's box, it's like the treasure chest of everything. So it actually is in a certain part of the body, a certain chakra. It's just out sort of below the pitor, belly button, but you have to do these kind of rotations of purification there to tap into it. But a lot of like Yeshua and Krishna and different ones were born through the Holy Womb Chakra. They did not have sperm to create them. This is a kind of multi-dimensional, creation that is there, has always been there. But the one thing was that part of the Holy Womb Chakra teachings, they talk about the 7 Pleiadian sisters married the 7 rishis. And it's actually in some of the ancient texts, the Vedic texts. And anyway, so the rishis brought all the sacred knowledge to earth and they wrote it in scrolls and books. And so that's what happened. They were like the messengers, and they've left it here on earth in these ancient texts and scrolls. So it's quite magical, isn't it? Putting down the rākau.
Kia ora. The lower Dantian, yeah, well, it's in that location, so I suppose that is a huge big portal. That's a diamond portal as well. So, there's basically the 3 diamonds, isn't there, Neil, of the Dantian system. So, yeah, it's pretty powerful. Okay, whānau, well, we are sort of getting to that, nearly to that final piece. I feel that we really want to speak into the body of Mu that's happening on the 7th to the 11th of December at Tauhara Retreat Centre. We are having a gathering. It's our first in-person gathering for the Mu movement. So those who feel a resonance, we'd love to invite you to come and be a part of that. It's going to be so powerful. It's like the next level, the most incredible gathering that I feel that we're ever going to have. Yeah, this is pretty significant because this is the year that everything shifts. And this whole build-up has been 14 years in the making. So the Moon Movement's finally online. We're coming into the next octave of it. And it's like this living planetary consciousness is starting to speak to us. It's communing with us through many different modalities, through lots of different portals. People are layering it with their own frequencies, and it's becoming something very, very tangible. And it is an ancient intelligence returning to us, but it also connects in and tunes into the sacred body intelligence, the technology that we're all holding. It's connected to an ancient map, which we talk about extensively in this work, the Mu map or the Hawaii Tapu. And Mu is most definitely awakening. It's a mother field, it's a mother grid, it's a mothership, and it's part of this planet. Like, we are holding some big codes here in First Light. So it's a returning back to the origins of what we came here for. And this is it, whānau. This is the legacy now being called in. And we returned. We returned. We were star-seeded. We're now returning so we can do the doing. So we can actually come together and really pull this off proper way. And so this gathering is, it's more than just like a personal transformation. It's like a unique, sacred, divine calling. It's a divine assignment. It's a soul directive. And those who feel it will know, like if your soul is telling you, it's, that you need to be here, that you need to be part of this, then we'd love to have you. And it's like a gathering of whānau, of soul tribe, of one-hearted people coming together in unity consciousness. It's going to be so much, like, I don't want to overwhelm people just even thinking about it, but there's going to be some body tech that we're accessing within our own body temples. There's going to be some sound codes that are being accessed, and using ancient sacred Merlin tech as well. So we're going to have Jason, the Merlin of Aotearoa, come with us and be part of this journey. He's going to be sharing some of this very advanced technology through the copper work that he's been doing through the ether technology. He's got the 3 ethers all in one, and using the Merlin's chambers. So we're going to be using the Merlin's chambers, the Venusian technology through the copper. We're also tuning into all the alignments that are happening with the star nations, anchoring in the blue diamond frequencies of the planetary blue diamond, and accessing and igniting the spinner chakra, which is the planetary spinner chakra. So it's actually, we're going to be enabling ourselves to be able to ride the super wave that's coming in. Whatever's coming in, we got this. We got this because, together we can do anything, and that's what this is about. We're here to help lift the sacred vessel of Papatūānuku and raise her into the higher bandwidth. This is the mission, and this is how we raise Mu. We raise it together, and we remember together. We activate together. So we move out of captured waters into the free Queen Sea. That's the assignment. I mean, are you up for it? That's the question. And so, yeah, it's quite a big feat, but we got this, and we know we do. So, yeah, it's very exciting time. So if you feel it, please be sure to reach out. There's obviously a lot more. There's lots of sacred site journeys that we're going to be doing as part of this too. For that particular location, this is the heart chakra of Aotearoa First Light. It's the heart chakra of the planet, and it's also the spinner chakra of the planet. So, we've got a lot of codings that we're carrying here in First Light, and calling on all those from all the different locations all around the planet. So yeah, calling you all in, whānau. Anyway, I feel like it's nearly time for a kanikani ritual, because we are ready. And Anha, do you have anything else to share before I read a card for us? Pick a card.
Yeah, I just really want to say about the gathering is that we've all been called together at this time, and we really need to come forward because we're creating kind of like Spirit was telling me, like the black box that it's in Uluru. Well, we're kind of creating something. We're going to ripple out through these ancient temples of Lemuria, all these new codes, and it's big. We really need a lot of uppy for this because these are divine assignments. They truly are. And so, yeah, if people can come and say, yes, I'm going to do this, the puti will come, they can pay it off. But, if you feel that you need to be there, please come. Please make yourself known because, yeah, it's big stuff. It's for the planets, planetary, it's cosmology, it's all of it. It's the galactics, the whole lot. Putting down the rako.
Oh, that's awesome, Maggie. Yeah, we really look forward to hosting you, sister. Wonderful. And I know that Kelly is also quite keen on coming. So the dates are the 7th to the 11th of December. So yeah, just before the crazy season. So the card that was pulled tonight is the Abode of the Christ, card number 44. And I just wanted to share a little bit about the 44. Like I know that the fours are quite important. It's the square, but the 4 is the structure of everything, right? And every day I set my alarm for 4:44. And every single time my alarm goes off, I always say it's blue diamond time to shine. So we are really saying it like we mean it. We are bringing in the joy frequencies. This is how we walk the REO. And we're going to give some guidance on how that's done because we mean what we say and we say what we mean, right? So this is the way home. And so I'll just quickly read that card, Abode of the Christ. It is Son of the True Self, and we are working with Alcyon, Matariki, the Central Sun, and also Hinetakarua, which is also a mother sun. And these suns are female suns. Yeah. Matariki is a mother. So she's a mother sun too. We are working with I got told that our sun is really a mother sun as well. It got hijacked and it's actually called Hine Nui Te Rā. That was recent knowledge that came my way by a beautiful awakened Tane. And I was like, oh, Hine Nui Te Rā. Love it. Okay, let's call it in. So here we go. Abode of the Christ, Son of the True Self, angelic human, crowning, divine elixir. The abode of the Christ is not a place, it's a state of being. A realm entered only through deep devotion, radical embodiment, and absolute surrender to your own divine design. This card marks a sacred moment of arrival. You have climbed the ladder, crossed the thresholds, shed the veils, and now stand at the gate of your own true crowning. You are no longer just human, you are the human angel. A fused light being where soul and self are no longer separate. In this radiant fusion, your light body is crowned and you become the living temple of the Christos frequency. The light you now carry is an alchemical elixir of divine authority. Here upon the sacred grid of the Hawaii Tapu map, you enter the Christed sanctuary of remembrance. This is where the ancient trail of soul knowing converges. This is where the seat of sovereignty and the heart of Mu and the temple of soul fuses in union. The white gold light pulses through your body and crowns your head with divine will aligned with sacred purpose. This is an ignition of your own eternal essence. You are crowned to be ruled by love. The fusion of the divine and human within creates a whole new octave of being. One where grace flows effortlessly and you move as the light. In this state, bliss is your compass. You become a living flame of euphoric alignment. You become, because you are now perfectly aligned to your higher design. Everything in your field becomes resonant. You speak truth to liberate. This crowning means that you have reached the sacred union of human and divine, mind and heart, now functioning as one singular beam of light. And the sound seed activation for this is Korona te karaiti te kaurama taho te putaki ia hau te Māori. And the karakia invocation, e te wairua tapu, whakakona a hau ki te aroha, tuku a te ao kia whiti I a hau. O sacred spirit, teach me love, let the world shine through me. There we go, whānau. Yes. And now we are going to have a little kani. So get ready, whānau, to get those dancing shoes on, because I have just this afternoon created a song for us to dance to. And it's a dance about all of what we've talked about tonight. So it's definitely divine time to shine.
There was a pulse all around, ancient codes within the light, calling every soul tonight. Sirius shines in blue and red, ancient wisdom softly spread, cosmic waters, sacred flame, every star recalls your name. You light forth the gateway wide, infinite currents now collide, eightfold spiral, sacred sky, bridge of stars where souls now fly. In the stillness, something grows, ancient memory starts to flow. Can you feel the mother call? First light rises through us all. Ayo, aroha, read my name. Now to glow in a sacred way. Te awa nui, te mona free. Como e ara eternally. Manawa ora e tukaha, strong for all to see. Ahi, wai, how, whenua free. Hoki mai ki te au tuturuwe. Matariki at zero light, bringing day from sacred night. Twin racial, both dark and bright, turning shadow into sight. One tree opens, birthing flame, nothing ever stays the same. A central sun and Sirius bright, sending coals through day and night. Tohutukawa calls us near, ancient voices crystal clear. Ancestors moving in the breeze, singing through the stars and seas. Earth and water, fire and air, it moves through everywhere. Every breath and every sea calls us back to unity. Ayo, aroha, read my name. Now let to glow in sacred way. Te awa nui, te mona free. Como e ara eternally. Manawa ora e tukaha, strong for all to see. Ahi, wai, how, whenua free. Hoki mai ki te au tuturuwe. So much noise and so much fear, too many voices in the ear. Truth is not in all the fight, truth is found in
Oh, awesome. Oh, sorry, puppy. So good fun, eh? Yes. Right. Okay, just going to change that. And going to go back to my lovely background. My dolphins are jumping. And the celestial waters are landing. So yeah, Sirius, Matariki, boom boom baby, they're all happening. So whānau, just wanting to do some closing out with our final transmission, which is just inviting us to come into our breath. And here is an invitation to return to the original signal. So taking a deep conscious breath. Nice and deep. And again, deep conscious breath, holding for 4, releasing for 4, and holding out for 4. And again. And one last time. Relax your body now. Soften your shoulders. Relax your jaw. And let yourself fully arrive in this moment. Feel your body here, fully present. Grounded, and know that you're safe here in this space. Bring your awareness to your heart and see a soft golden light glowing here. A living pulse and a sacred rhythm. Connecting you to all of life, to all of existence. Here you have a deep inner knowing that you belong everywhere, at all times. And you need never walk alone again. You are fully connected here with a sacred rhythm, to the rhythm of the stars, the rhythm of the universe, the rhythm of the sound of the sonar waves, of the tohora, the whale, the aihe, the dolphin, through Matariki, Pleiades, and all of her 9 stars, the 9 intelligences of Fiki, of Te Fiki, and the beautiful consciousness of Sirius, and all of the other suns behind the suns. You are a fractal of starlight, star-seeded here to blossom, at this time. This is your original signal. This is your pure essence. Untouched by the distortion of false light and untouched by fear. Breathe into that light now with every breath. And here you return to center, to the 0 point. Through the eye of the needle. Here you return to truth. And coherence. And now feel this essence pouring through your whole body temple, through every muscle, tissue, bone, and cell of your body. Extending all the way down into the roots of the earth. And also all the way up into the branches, extending all the way to the womb tree of Matariki. And Hinetakarua. Connecting to the crystalline heart of Mu above us as a galactic civilization. Within us as a star seed, star blossom of Ra Nati Ra, a child, a magical child of the sun, calling in the solar feminine, all the way down into the roots of the mother field, the crystalline heart of Mu, into the sacred waters. Feel all of your ancestors around you. Feel the love of those beyond the veil that have crossed ahead of you, that are paving the way, that are bringing in their essence and their modi and their light for you right now. and know that you've never been alone. You are the bridge between heaven and earth, between ancestry and destiny, between memory and becoming. Take one final breath here. And returning now to the original signal. Every way, every day. And when you're ready, gently wriggling your fingers and toes. Knowing that you're carrying this coherence within you now. Grounded, illuminated, and walking in first light. Tihei Mauri Aroha. Thank you, beautiful whānau. So wonderful to have you with us. And Anhara, did you want to say some final words before we close out?
Oh, just much aroha to you all. Love you all. And you're our kin, right? Yeah. You're super cool. Can't wait to see you here in Taupo. Take you to the beautiful places, eh? At the water temples. Okay. Ko Maria, mate wā.
O Maria whānau. Mwah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the noise, before the sound, there was a pulse all around. Ancient codes within the light, calling every soul tonight. Sirius shines in blue and red, ancient wisdom softly spread. Cosmic water, sacred flame, every star recalls your name. July 4th, the gateway wide, infinite currents now collide. Eightfold spiral, sacred sky, bridge of stars where souls now fly. In the stillness, something grows, ancient memory starts to flow. Can you feel the mother call? First light rises through us all. Ayo, aroha, red in my name. Now to glow in sacred way. Te awa nui, te mana free. Como e ara eternally. Ha, manawa ora e. Tugaha strong for all to see. Ahi, wai, hau, whenua free. Hoki mai ki te au tuturue. Matariki at zero light, bringing day from sacred night. Twin mirror show light, turning shadow into sight. Warm tree opens, birthing flame. Nothing ever stays the same. A central sun and Sirius bright, sending coals through day and night. Tohutugawa calls us near, ancient voices crystal clear. Ancestors moving in the breeze, singing through the stars and seas. Earth and water, fire and air. If it moves through everywhere, every breath and every sea calls us back to unity. Ayo, aroha, peremane. Now let to glow in sacred way. Te awa nui, te mona free. Como e ara eternally. Ha, manawa ora e tugaha, strong for all to see. Ahi, wai hau, whenua free. Hoki mai ki te au tuturue. So much noise and so much fear, too many voices in the ear. Truth is not in all the fight, truth is found in inner sight. Feel your signal, feel it clear. What vibration lives right here? Peace or chaos, love or fight? What are you choosing here tonight? Fear gets loud when hearts disconnect. Wisdom comes through deep respect. Breathe and slowly calm the flame. Find your center once again. Feet on earth and heart and sky. Let distortion pass you by. Call yourself back, breathe and see. Truth restores coherency. Aroha, peremane. Gawa to glow in sacred way. Te awa nui, te mana free. Como e ara eternally. Ha, manawa ora e tugaha, strong for all to see. Ahi, wai hau, whenua free. Hoki mai ki te au tuturue. Body of Mu wakes once more, rising from the ancient shore. Blue diamond shining bold and bright, activating sacred life. Then the chakra starts to spin, ancient fire wakes within. Dragon lines begin to rise, sacred codes across the skies. Captured